Good morning, everyone. I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Top of the morning to you. This is Chris Wilkey from FBA Master. I think you all know that by now, or you wouldn't be following me and turning on your Periscope this morning. But just wanted to introduce that. And let's see here. Any big announcements? I don't think I have any super big announcements. I'm trying to think if I do or not. I think it's pretty boring on my end. I will tell you guys, really cold. What's really cold? Is it 33? 33 is what I'm at right now. It's colder there. I'm sorry. It's cold here. I know it's going to be colder where I'm going. So, I guess one big announcement is this will be the second to last morning Periscope for me for a while. I'm going to be going to work tomorrow, so you guys will probably see me then. And then Friday I'm off, so no Periscope in the morning, and I'm going to a party that morning. Saturday, heading on a train up to Green Bay. So I'll be gone Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so then Tuesday will be your next one. So almost a week from yesterday. Well, that's a little colder, okay? You win. So this will be kind of the last Periscope. You'll get on tomorrow's too, but just as kind of a heads up to you guys. I'm not sure if you guys watched my Periscope last night. I came up with another great blog topic, but it was a nice rundown of figuring out your sourcing per hour rate, so you can figure out kind of whether to outsource or not. So, no. But that was great Periscope. If you guys want to watch it, please go over and watch it. And today we have, I'll give you guys a little story this morning. Okay, that's what we'll do, because my brain and like functioning in a logical progression needs coffee first. I didn't make any at home because I have a bunch of Starbucks gift cards thanks to my mom and my grandma. And that usually means my brain is foggy until I get to the nearest Starbucks. People go, oh, I hate Starbucks coffee. I love it. For some odd reason, I love the dark, bold, almost burnt flavor of it. So that's where we're going. But I had a friend, and this isn't a made-up story at all. I get a Facebook message yesterday morning saying, Chris, I am going to turn in my 2 weeks notice today. I need to ramp up this Amazon business, and I need to ramp it up quick. How do I do it? So we talked a little bit, and I ended up saying, hey, come over later tonight, and we'll walk through some of the stuff. And he came over and kind of had, like, I guess a coaching session of sorts. But it's an interesting thing, because a lot of things, like my friends, I have no problem helping out my friend do this. It's kind of a challenge for me. It's fun. I don't like to charge people to do it, and I don't really like to offer it to an entire group like we have now, but with my friend, it's just like I'm helping a friend. So he came over and he said, Chris, I know that my Amazon business has been really slow lately because I've been working too hard, and this job I was at was killing me, so I've decided to leave it, focus on Amazon, and then decide if I want to go into another direction after that. I said, okay, great. And we started doing a little bit of discussion with it. And the first step that we decided was the best was we're going to do an account audit. Since he hasn't been really paying attention to a lot of the information on there, we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at all of his old shipments, all the old products. We're going to clean up Seller Central, so that we're going to start with a brand new slate as we enter into 2016, where he's going to start this. So I'm going to go in, and he's giving me user permissions for it, and I'm going to go in and reconcile any old shipments, pull any lost inventory, try to make him some initial cash from money that he's owed from Amazon. So that's kind of step number one. Step number two for him is to really focus on sourcing what he knows. Instead of telling him, oh, you need to go get replenishables, you need to get into clothing and shoes. No. We know, after talking with him, and this is because I helped train him to do this, toys and electronics are the two things he excels at. So I told him, instead of trying to learn something new right this second, go out and buy a lot of toys and electronics. So he's going to go out and source. Well, it's kind of hard because, yeah, we're still working a full-time job, knowing that he's going to have to leave that job because he put in his 2 weeks notice, so feels a little conflicted there. So he set 2 milestones up of he's going to source 2 nights a week. Okay? So that's what this week is. Next week it's going to be 3 nights. That's going to be at least 1 store, and we've lowered his kind of return and rank. The rank's now 100,000 or less, and return is 40% or less, or more, sorry, not more or less. We're doing that because we want him to flood his account with inventory. Like, why? One of the most important things for him is cash flow. We've got to get that cash flowing. We've got to see that inventory turned over. So in order to do that, we know that we've got to knock down the rank, because the lower the rank, the better it's going to sell. And we're going to be okay with a 40% return because we just need any bit of money as we start this up. So he's going to revert back to that kind of thing for the first month. After the first month, actually after his 2 weeks, that Gatorade tastes like crap. Don't drink a Gatorade that was left in the car. That's not a good idea. After his first few weeks, the next thing I told him is you need to set hours. You need to go, I am going to source Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or maybe it's Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, which I think would probably be a way better option now that I'm thinking about it, so I need to tell him that. Because if you source Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, you have time to pack Monday, Wednesday, Friday when UPS is running. You can get your shipments out in a very organized fashion. And if you work really hard on Thursday, you don't have to work Friday or Saturday. See, that kind of makes sense. See, look, this is, you know what, I'm going to take a step back with the story and just tell you guys something real quick. I have always, since we've kind of started this, I've never found, or since I started FBA Master, never thought it would grow into what it is today. At all. And I've always struggled to find what I don't know how to say it, like my specialty. And tried to find, I was a great deal finder. I really know online arbitrage, but there's a lot of people out there that kind of already know that stuff and have already claimed stake in the FBA or the seller like space as experts in that. I'm finally starting to realize my expertise is in the business side of things. I went to school for business. I've started a small business. I still run this business. I do a lot of business. And I'm starting to really pick up on the fact that it's kind of like I'm a business coach in sorts that really just understands the Amazon selling marketplace, which is fascinating. And I'm starting to pick up on that. And it's really starting to make my content a lot better. It's starting to make my thought processes and even these periscopes a lot better. I hope you guys have seen a shift in the way periscopes were going before to where they're going now. My last two, especially my last 2 periscopes have been my 2 favorite I've ever done. I know you guys got to see one yesterday morning, but as I'm falling into kind of me of sorts and not trying to be anybody else, I'm really starting to pick up on exactly who I'm supposed to be, what I'm supposed to be doing. I really like it. So sorry for that rant there, but it's kind of interesting that I'm finding out this stuff as I go along. Sorry. Yawn. And I'm also setting my friend up. We're back to the story now. He's got to get his books in order. So we're getting into inventory labs. He's going to spend a week of his evenings, so anytime he's not sourcing, inputting all of his old costs, really running this like a business. And we need to see profit margins. We need to see which stores are more profitable. We need to take a deep look into this, because otherwise he's just going to be shooting in the dark, hoping he's making money. We don't want that. We want him to feel and actually be able to show a significant income from this, and the books are something that you have to have in the world of business. Oh, I don't really want this exit. Why am I taking an exit? See, I'm all confused. But in the world of selling, a lot of us just go, yeah, I'm making money. But nobody actually knows where most of your costs come out, where's everything at. And we were sitting there talking last night. He goes, I have no idea how much money I've made. I keep my receipts. I hope for the best. I said, okay, maybe we should use a system. He's like, whatever you say, we're going to go with it. So we're going to do that. And if you were in my Periscope last night, you know that I talked about your sourcing rate per hour. You also need to know your profit rate per hour. Because yeah, it's fine and dandy, which is kind of what we ended up going into. But we always have extra expenses. We have our software, we have our sourcing, we have our boxes, we have our labels, we have our poly bags, all the prepping material. And here's the deal. When it comes to the prepping side of things, I made a deal with my friend. I said, you come over, you can use anything at my house. My garage is pretty much set up now. As I've gone more and more into the selling, I've learned exactly what I need, and it's all there ready for me. So a seller can walk in and pretty much find everything they need to pack and prep and order right in my garage. And if not, I'm usually pretty organized with everything. I got little labels everywhere. Watch the Periscope from last night. It should be live for another like 8 hours. Whoever's just asking how I figured that out, I really go through the process of figuring that out. So, oh, look, the train! I beat the train. So go there first. That'll really explain it for you. I said, here's the deal. Whatever you use, you buy. So if you use a bunch of my labels, when I run out, purchase a new set of labels. I'm not going to charge him for using my stuff, but if he's going to use it, we're going to replace it. That's the deal. Nothing else. I told him, instead of having your stuff that is sitting at he lives with his parents currently, and is trying to get out of there, but he needs the income to do that. And he said, come work at my house. My garage is now your work area. So, because I have the whole setup, we're good. But then something interesting popped up. He's a little bit more experienced in eBay than I am. I sell on eBay. I think I have 55 reviews. I've sold some stuff. I buy stuff off of eBay, but I'm just not heavily involved in it. And I have boxes of stuff that is damaged or customer returns or from the whole ordeal with the suspension. And it's sitting in this box and not being touched. So what I've told him is, I said, here's the deal. These boxes are back there. When you come in and you start doing all of your listings and your prep work here, if you want to, you can list anything there is on eBay here that's in these boxes, and we split whatever you make. It's the deal we have with it. So when he comes and does that, he's incentivized to put these items on eBay, list them correctly, take pictures, all that. Has the computer and everything right there, so he's really easy. He can do it off his phone. He can experiment with it. It's not costing me any money because it's just sitting there anyway. So we're going to have that kind of relationship. And me and this guy are such good friends. We were actually college roommates back in the day. It's a win-win, and that's how we like to set up all situations. Everything I like to do in life is a win-win situation. If I screw something up, I try to find a way to make it still a win-win for everybody. So, like, you'll find the reclaim group that we're doing. It's a win-win for everybody right now. I haven't had any complaints. We'll see how it ends up going. You know, you've always got to gotta wait until that second month's charge on anything. If they stay and they are a repeat customer, that means you're doing well. If you have a bunch of people leave, it's a sign that, hey, something's not right. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on to see. I haven't heard any negative feedback, but we'll see how it goes. So that's kind of a relationship that we're setting up with my friend, and what we're going to end up doing is I'm going to end up teaching him online arbitrage in a fashion of like real efficiency. So he's going to be going through that and finding items like a crazy man. We're going to be shipping them off to prep companies. We're going to basically automate this business in a sense of we've determined the hardest thing for him is packing and prepping. I've also told him he has full access at the rate that my paid help charges. So if he doesn't even want to pack his own stuff, he can pay the person to do it. So that turns him into, he can go sourcing 4 days a week, 5 days a week, and he can just have the stuff get shipped in. So we're going to work to that point with him. I got to talk to my paid employee. He's not really an employee, but he's kind of part-time work. But he loves the extra money. We may be able to find a few others in the area that we can trust and work with to do this, but if we have a full service ready to go for it, not only does that benefit me, it benefits him. And those kind of mixtures of a win-win situation, think about it. If we start wanting to purchase something for blank, and this is something you guys need to think about, kind of like a co-op. Two of us using resources. So say we want to buy some sort of new equipment. I'll split it with him. Now my cost is half, his cost is half, and we're both better off from it. We're going to be, the knowledge is there. This is where these mastermind groups come in. And if people think masterminds are something that's really structured. Not necessarily. This is kind of one that will flush out and work as we go along, but I'll keep kind of a running tab on how this process is going. Oh, what is that? Those are flashy lights. Sorry, I see like a tow truck behind me. So I'll keep you guys up to date on that stuff. Now there you go. Like, here's the deal. There's a bunch of deals on BoxFox, the site that you can get the liquidation lots from. They'd be perfect to split with someone. Or like, because my account, I'll be honest, we're not selling nearly as much as we were. It's by design. But if I could split some stuff with people and go, okay, we're going to buy this $4,000 lot of shoes. We're going to get it in. We're going to sell it all under one account. And then we're going to pay out accordingly. You just pay in, and we'll pay out from there. It's an interesting way to go about things. It kind of helps with the sourcing and money there. That'd be a fun. See, this would be a fun one. Since my account, I use Inventory Labs. I can prep and pack. I've got all this stuff. It'd be fun to bring in like 4 different sellers, and I place the large order for the items. They pay. We show what it is. We use like BoxFox. They pay for their percentages of them, and we go in and I take a commission for selling it, like 10%, and they split it evenly for the rest of it. Then they don't even have to worry about it. I handle all the customer service, the prep work with it, and just bill the expenses. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? Maybe we should try that out. I'm not sure. Some people would feel kind of sketchy about it. I think it'd be quite entertaining. I've got the infrastructure in place. Got Dustin, and I've got another prep company I'm getting ready to contact, Wisconsin Prep and Pack, or Prep and Ship. And I think we can do it in a small fashion because my skill set is very deal finding. And if you have a kind of a co-op of people there that can make money and not really have to handle products, kind of fascinating. Just throwing ideas out. You can private message me if that's something that interests you, and maybe we'll get it together on a small scale. I mean, I'd be down for it. Also, I've got all the stuff, so if I ship it to my house, I can even prep it and ship it back, or I can ship it to a prep center. Just kind of fascinating. Because you take the risk. Sorry, my brain is just going like, you guys would take the risk with the cash, I would take the risk with the account and the prep work with that. You guys would technically own all the products. I would just be selling it on your behalf. You'd be under my account, which is ungated and everything, and has good ratings and feedback. I'd be monitoring it on a daily basis. It's kind of fascinating. Not sure. I'd have to work out that work, but like a 10% management fee probably isn't that out of control. 10-15%. You don't have to worry about it. Sorry, I'm babbling. See, this is how my brain works. I start going through scenarios in my head, going, oh, I can buy that thing of clothes and get it shipped in, and have it all packed and prep, put it out there, blah, 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 and goes off from there. So, sorry about that, guys, for the rant. If you guys are interested in my rant, private message me on the Facebook. Yep, see, legal implications. I fully agree. Like I said, I am just brainstorming off the top of my head. I literally just was like, oh, that sounds like a good idea. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. So, anyway, that's besides the point. I am going to get Starbucks now, so I gotta let you guys go because I do pay with my phone. So, I'm off. Sorry for the random blabbering. I hope that if you guys are just joining me, please watch the Periscope from last night. It's one of my favorites I've ever done. So have at it, and I will see you all later. Peace out.